What's happening, ladies and gentlemen of League Zero, and welcome to the postseason press conference for Yoink. We got quite a few members of the team here today. Going from the top to the bottom, we have Accelerate. I'm sorry, I have no clue what you play. I'm completely blanking.
The main one trick.
A one trick pony.
We have Luxie, the main tank.
Plays Mercy.
We have Stop Moving Around. The current master at the very top now is main support, Raging Cool, one of their DPS. Who is Acid, another DPS, Zakatar, their off tank, Lechuga, aka Spork, not the weight one, flex support, Kurt, the manager, Alligator Andre, another flex support,
and slash coach.
Something, I can't read that, it's coach.
First coach.
And then Little Pants, another coach.
Oh god.
So, we got a few questions for these guys. Actually, two of them from their own team. I don't know how.
We're trying to figure ourselves out.
Of course, it's.
Oh yeah.
So many cables. Okay, sorry.
I
can't ask the question myself. I can't ask it first.
Can you let him ask the question?
Alright, anyways, we have a few Yoink specific questions and then we have a few more general questions. So, first question is from an anonymous source. Are the rumors of you guys having a 10-plus page document typed out for each team this season true?
Yes. 100%.
No,
Totally.
no, don't
I
let
spent
them
6
troll.
hours every week
Do
on
not-
my 10-page document.
They forced me to spend many hours analyzing.
I spent 2 days working on getting documents together for every single team possible.
Yeah, Yoink was less of a team and more of a class.
Actually, scouting looks to scout every individual player and find each skill level of each player. And then I
10 was just a minimum for each member of the roster. We had a
If we
novel at
didn't
the
do it,
end.
we'd get perma-benched.
We
I
had
know
4
so many
pages.
things about so many players that I shouldn't know.
We had 4 pages for their starting roster, and then we had extra pages, including pages that were just in case they had subs going in that we weren't expecting.
We knew what a beefy ate for lunch the day before.
We knew about the family members. We knew about everything.
We ran Ancestry.com tests on all of them.
it'd be a shame if something happened.
I feel like that whole sequence answers the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
we have another, hopefully more serious question. Another anonymous question. Why do you think you had such a hard time during the regular season, despite being predicted as one of the top teams during the preseason?
Little
We
pants.
sucked.
Little Pants
It's
were
tactical. Make them underestimate us.
Because they played like Yeah. idiots.
That's definitely
what he
not the
said.
reason why.
I
But
think it was. I
What
think
is
it was
the
kind
reason?
of like when we started like on our comeback, like all the coaches kind of just became more active. And
Oh
I'm
yeah, we
kinda
got
done.
coaches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to agree. We had like Kurt as our only coach during all of the first 5 weeks, and Kurt did really well, but he was also struggling to split time with his open division team and our
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. This
You
is why.
signed, like-
This is why he shouldn't be a manager. Season.
Damn. Okay.
Oh
Picked
my
up, like,
god.
D. Colin, bro.
Wait,
Kick him out.
is the one
Kick
that
him
got
out.
kicked out of being a manager in Horizon League saying that?
Drama!
Let me finish the question.
Yeah, let's hear it, Karen. Let's hear it.
We picked up Andy, we picked up Crimson, we picked up Little Pants, and then eventually Allie turned into a coach towards the end of the season, and all 4 of them really helped during a lot of the moments of the
It
week.
was mainly Allie.
Except Little.
The last
I'll take
weeks
the
that
L.
allowed us to actually.
I think
come
Little
up
only
with-
stopped like at the playoffs. He helped pretty much during our entire comeback.
Yeah, I think that's probably the main reason why we didn't do well.
Well,
Because
yeah,
of Pants?
I was
I,
even
like-
yelling at you because I wanted your help, but the reason I was so mad was that you were bragging about your Horizon League team. Which
Yeah,
we
look how
know
they are now.
that-
Yeah.
We already went over that. We already talked about that.
But like, yeah, I just really wanted you to be there because I'm only one mind, and even then, I was really new to coaching.
Aw.
I still sort of am.
Aw.
Yeah, like
Skinny brain.
like from
Look at
my
the
own
number.
from my own personal like perspective, I've never coached before. I've also never managed before, so it was like and I was kind of getting burnt out of the game because I was already scrimming on my own, and then I started
Yeah.
managing.
No,
This
the
was a
only
lot more
reason-
fun than actually playing the game. But I think the smartest thing I ever did in this whole team is bring Crimson in. I think he did really well as a coach.
No, okay, I think the only reason why we actually started to do well in the later half is because we finally realized that May is a good character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, the internal conflict.
no.
Me telling them that May is
was-
good, and then them saying they don't want to play May.
I
Actually-
think it was our
acid.
pickups. I think it was our pickups, and we provided competition for our DPS.
Yeah, XL brought competition to Acid to actually try to get good at it.
And then when,
Yeah.
when Kai was here, he helped Luxy with.
Oh, he
with
was
outside point
here
of
for
view.
like 4 days.
Yeah, we signed Kai for
Okay, but
2 weeks,
it
and then he
avoided
left us.
Luxy from getting burnt out really fast.
Bro, he got a 4 contract.
I remember one specific moment in our one of our Shanghai games. We played against on Volskaya, and at one point we said they were running meta, which was just May, McCree, Diva, Ryan, that kind of stuff. And like, like in my brain, it clicked. If that's meta, why are we not running?
Wait, no.
Special.
That's what I was trying to say.
Hey, listen, it was because listen, Acid was slow back then.
Hey.
Yeah, I had a baby
Yeah, it was,
acid through May
like,
play.
the biggest problem was May was meta, and none of our DPS really wanted to play May.
What do you mean neither?
Well, I think
That's
I
why we
was.
got XL.
I think I was the only one that wanted to play
Well,
May,
it was-
but then
when it
I
was
had to,
just
I had
Acid
to, I had to
and
like
Raging.
yeet
I think
myself
Zach was
out.
an advocate.
No, okay, let the record show that was it like week 9, week 8, we invented the Ash meta.
True.
Yeah, no,
We really did.
We were the
We were pioneers of
We,
that.
we did it the day before LA Valiant beat whoever they did on.
No, we did it way before. We did like
Yeah,
a whole.
the only
week.
thing different that we did was we ran Soldier.
Yeah.
But even then, that worked very
Yeah,
well.
but that
because they were
worked. That
running
was.
Pharah.
Some owl teams ran that too, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, some Al
We-
teams
we
did run
did
that.
that.
too.
We hard predicted that.
Yeah,
That was-
we
I
actually
stole it from
watched
Yoink
Week Zero
Overwatch.
games and took our comp. They were like, yes,
I take no credit for that.
we need that.
I'm gonna put some
That was
socks on.
amazing. Get some socks on, you weirdo.
I'm gonna turn on my power supply.
Yeah, we should turn on our face cams for the
No.
fitness comp.
No.
No,
He
they,
has it turned off.
Does he?
Yeah, he has it off.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what the terms are for this channel.
You can't stream into this channel.
Oh, true.
Anyways,
can't-
I have another question here from Kern Master, who actually, I have to say, as a side
Whoa,
note,
he's like right
had
here.
so many good questions for the intermediate teams.
go Kern.
I
Yeah.
I looked at the raw output, and Kern had a question for like basically every team.
Yep.
yeah.
Kern's insane.
Alright, so Kern's
my God.
question is, how did it feel being considered a dark horse of the intermediate playoffs?
I don't know, Karen. You should answer this one.
Yeah,
Why?
Kern.
I know my opinion. I want to hear
Yeah,
yours.
give it.
Then tell him.
Okay, the reason why we lost against Vitalize is because we weren't a dark horse anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
Vitalize became more
Cast
dark
a
horse
curse.
than the dark horse.
We were
I think
We massively underestimated Vitalize. They
Vitalize,
showed
yeah.
up.
It's because no one shaved their head. I shaved my head for the Pega game, but no one kept the trend going.
That the Vega
Dogman.
game was
Dude,
really.
he's Dogman. He's Dogman.
Oh yeah, true.
Bro, that's how we won the PP game.
I'm sure of it.
Shaved my head.
I mean, Joel surprised I think everyone for not just being a Genji one trick, and that probably
Oh yeah, that was a big thing.
because we were kind of looking.
We were
towards
banking on
Tom.
that.
Yeah, we were kind of banking on the Jolt Genji, and then they brought in Farah, and like I don't even know what else. He played Ash, I think, and we were just like, huh, that's different. Fuck.
Genji.
Yeah, I really think that we just prepared in the wrong aspect for Vitalize. Like, I 100% know that if we would have prepared the right way, we could have beat them. Now seeing the current meta, I do think that double shield still would have been extremely effective then. We just didn't have a great mindset on it.
We also only got like one actual scrim in because my internet was gone for
Oh,
like
yeah, I
half
forgot
the day.
about
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit.
I think
Yeah.
Monday through Wednesday, Raging wasn't able to make it, so we had
And then-
XL the Flex got in.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we didn't
dude.
have a scrim. We didn't have a scrim Thursday, and then Friday we had
Friday.
one scrim, and that was it. We didn't even get a warm up scrim. We just played quick play for an hour.
Also, I want to bring up
The
prior
Tempest
to
way.
the Papega Parrots game, we played one quick play game, and that was our
We lost.
warm up.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Wait, you guys
God.
lost that game?
Did we?
No,
Yeah,
we
we didn't.
We lost the quick play.
Yeah.
I was eating dinner.
You guys are Masters players. How do you lose that?
Yeah, we,
Multitasking.
we stick 6-stack quick play and rolled 2 teams.
Yeah.
Okay, that
thought
sounds
we
more
rolled
like
on
how it
No,
should
that
be
was for
going.
Vitalize for the Papega game we lost.
Was that when Spork played Mercy with one hand?
Probably.
She was playing.
No,
I was
it was
just
a Vitalize
standing
game.
there.
Dude,
Alright,
where do I
anyways.
plug in PCI slots? Anyway,
Chance
go
is
on.
just having
We
like
got,
computer problems while we wait.
We got.
Chance is building a computer right now.
Don't worry about it. If he gets electrocuted, we'll know.
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
Yeah, boom. And
we
then-
got one last team specific question, and we got some more general questions for you guys. So this one's from Acid. He asks, when will the Yoink team house become a thing, and where will it be located?
Oh.
Texas.
In Allie's basement.
I was
Not in my
voting for
basement.
I was
No.
voting for Montana personally.
No,
but-
this
No,
is
we're
trash.
No,
We're going to
ew.
Montana.
What the fuck is in Montana?
Texas.
Cheap-
we can
cheap
get
land.
a ton of space.
Yeah,
big house for
Texas.
cheap.
Texas. It's just the economic choice, bro.
I want
And
to
and some point after quarantine.
If you can get it near a hill, you can have a quote unquote basement, but you don't really need a basement here because there's no need to like basement.
Are you
Well,
saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like 3 stories, bro.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
If you're on a hill, you get a basement?
For the like
you can
down
have it,
here,
like, build. You can build towards the side of it, and then you can have it act as a basement.
like I live by the coast in Texas, and like no one has a basement because of floods and stuff.
This-
I gotta be
Allie's the architect over here.
Well, I
we
was
should
just
go
in a
to
house one time that had it.
So
Where
Texas is the
taxes
place.
are-
no Wisconsin.
No, Texas.
Ew, what's in
is
Wisconsin?
Oh,
Nothing,
Wisconsin is
exactly.
I live in
bro.
a cheese castle.
hot. Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Look,
that.
you live in Cali. What do you mean it's hot?
it's
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
You have
Exactly what
weather
I
no
said.
matter what.
Anyways,
snow.
let's get some other questions going. So, what did you guys do for team bonding this season?
Oof.
Oh, so I think
I didn't do anything.
No,
I
the
think
first one was
everything
Doomfist
Aston for a
parkour.
lot of it.
Oh my god, the
No.
Doomfist parkour. We,
Don't
no,
bring that
no,
up.
it brought us,
Doomfist
it brought us
parkour.
together
I
because we
almost
all
left on the
hated it.
first day of Yoink because of that
yeah.
We all collectively
So-
hated the Doomfist parkour so much that brought us together. But like,
Kurt, I
like
genuinely was
no.
about to leave Yoink because of that.
Dude, like for real, I really wanted to prioritize like making sure there was no like super toxic members of the team. Like if anyone was like
But
toxic at
Kern's
all,
toxic.
yeah, current,
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I got really lucky in my scouting and then in the draft that I didn't have to kick anyone for being overly toxic. But
my graphics card is stuck.
That's funny because I specifically remember in the middle of like the Doomfist parkour, Kurt like screaming at his monster.
Bro, me and Zach sat through that and beat it.
I think
I couldn't.
couldn't
I
get
think
past
Spork
level 1.
only made it to like level 2.
Yeah.
Alright, I got a few more questions for you. Unfortunately, I might have to run out for work, so I might have to cut this a few minutes short. But, no, it's
doesn't
fine.
want to hit the 40-minute
I'm
mark.
gonna get the important questions out of the way. So, what would you say is your biggest regret from this season?
Like each person or like as a team?
Just like if anyone has any big ones.
I regret
You
not-
never regret?
Just screwing up that vitalized game, like that's the obvious thing. But
Not learning May quicker.
I regret that.
yeah,
I
that
like-
too, honestly.
Freaking for going into the Papega Parrots game, like for me the whole season was kind of like coming up in like the ladder, so because like I came into like the league as no one knew who I was, and like personally I just wanted to prove it, and like for me like Kisco was this like well-known name like in Papega Parrots, and like he was at the top, and for me that's who I wanted to be. That was my goal, was to show that I can be a really good off tank.
Wow.
And then once we got that game, I scouted like freaking because I'm with Horizon League and stuff. I'm in teams like I was watching, like I was learning, and like I was set, and like I was like trying to psych myself into that game and being ready for it, and we won, and like that was great. And then going into the Vitalized game, I regret not doing that more because like in my head I was like they beat wait what, and like that voice crack whoop, yeah, they beat wait what, and I was like could be a good team, and then like I don't know, like through team environments and stuff, I talked myself like out of it, and I was like, okay, this will just be like another game, and we lost. And like in the end, I just really regret not doing more for that.
I kind of to add on to what Zach said, I wish as a team we boosted the people's morales who seemed like not confident at all in their play, aka Zach and Spork specifically, because they
Oh,
had
yeah,
like
sure.
a lot of confidence
What
laps.
do you mean the entirety of the season was Spork? You're insane. And she said no.
Yeah, no, she's like,
Yeah, her confidence was in the gutter.
yeah,
I think we helped it a
both
bit.
of them both like tore themselves apart all the time. Zach said it out loud though, and we
Well, okay.
needed to like make them more confident in themselves quicker, because I feel like when we actually like during that week 7-8 with the coaches, I think everything just came together. Like
I think when it like at every team out of the 3 teams I've coached, there's been like a player who's clearly the best, and then they're like I'm helping out everyone else, and then he's like, oh, what can I do better? And then that's Zach.
yeah,
So
I think
it's just
my...
like
Oh, sorry, bro.
no, you finish.
Bro, what? You finish.
I'm trying to plug in my graphics card.
Okay. I think my biggest regret, despite not being able to play throughout the season, obviously, my biggest regret is not wanting to like bring in players like Excel or even Kai for like
Amy.
sooner. Like I just feel like we should have brought them in sooner, because I feel like that was a real turning point, that week 7.
Yeah.
Making the competition.
I got brought in week 5
Yeah,
week. I don't know what week that was.
Okay.
You were brought in around week 7. And, like, I just know that if we would have at least attempted it sooner, and to have like these bench players that were active and at least challenging the roles rather than what we had. Smile.
Is the person in lobby 1A on your team?
Who's that?
He's a
that's
mental
Steve.
health coach.
Okay.
Hi, Steve.
Welcome.
Get it? Sherlock doesn't.
Steve
Oh,
just
he's on
goes straight
Vega.
home.
No, he's in Yoink.
He's
No,
on
he's-
Yoink.
He's
on
on Vega
Yoink.
the entire season. like
Arabic
literally from the
translator.
draft.
Arabic translator, mental
Yeah,
health.
Official
I just-
affiliation. Anyways,
I
yeah.
just feel like
2 most
we should have brought
important
in.
positions.
I just feel like we should have brought in like more competition sooner, because that helped out our team a lot.
No, my only regret was like again in the Vitalize game when Jolt switched on the Genji. I wanted to just mirror it so bad because I've beaten him in scrims like 3 times. So I was like, okay, so why can't we mirror? And I was like, nah, we have to keep going.
That
And
was
then,
your regret? You didn't choose Genji?
Yep. because I would have smacked him, but it doesn't matter.
Inside the mind of
Alright.
an easy cap player.
And the last question I got for you guys is, what was your favorite memory to come out of this season?
The people. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah, our server is still active, even though the like actual season's been done for a little while now. I'm glad I was able to get a group of people like this together, and we're all having a great time.
Honestly, I feel like there's no other like that's like one of the biggest things. Just all like this whole group of people are so like connected somehow, and like no one like irritates each other like insanely.
Wow.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go all the way. Just saying, most of the people here like each other. Most. And I feel like that really helped pretty much everyone's like idea of a league and like League Zero, like because most of us were new here except for like Kurt, Acid, and Raging, so we were all kind of in the unknown going into this league. And so like having this as our first quote unquote team probably boosted all of our morales up a lot.
I was just glad that I could finally be something else than the Easy Clap Lucio bench player.
L.
No, I still look back in my
Oh,
prime when
wait, guys, I've forgotten something. The Bastion table strat.
Yeah.
That was the best moment.
There you go.
Week 4 against
boys.
the High Society.
Spawn
We
camping.
pulled
high
out the
society.
Bastion strat.
I
Hunter
can
tried to
Pulled
leak
it
it.
off. So close.
The best part is it started as a meme too, and then we were like, let's do it.
I was waiting for that moment.
My absolute favorite moment was when we beat Powerhouse.
What, that last week?
Powerhouse before the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
second go around.
Voice channel was just bumping. Like
Yeah.
We were having fun.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
We were
Oh, yeah. That was like
pumping.
that was probably my best game ever. I had like 40% damage, like
Yeah, acid pick up your
overall,
slack.
whatever.
yeah,
I'm the decoy.
Bad mate.
Decoy.
It's all
Yeah, like-
tactical.
it's not even like how good you guys played. You guys played amazing. You like that was probably our
I thought you were gonna say they
absolute
played like
best
trash.
game that we played. But after that game, morale was at a high. Everything was just at a high, and like seeing Luxy just cheering his butt off, it was just so much fun. Because before we started that last like 3 weeks run, Luxy was close to quitting the game.
True.
And so to hear him just saying, "Yeah, bring it on, Pepega," and we're all ready and just hyped. It was I loved it. It was great.
Bara go pew.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. I still have a montage.
That's been unreleased.
Yo, what happened to that,
for
huh?
weeks.
Yeah, it was supposed to be released before playoffs.
That was like
It's
2
not-
months
okay.
ago.
Hey, it's not my fault that. So I was planning on
lazy.
going. No, I was no. I was planning on going into the. What's it called? The replay viewer after our Powerhouse game, but then they released an update like that Tuesday. So then it was all deleted like
Oh
immediately.
yeah, true. You should have just done it sooner.
So I have like half of a montage of us going to playoffs, and it's really good. And there's a portion where he just says bad Doomfist for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, actually,
Yeah, that was
you
fun,
called Acid a bad Doomfist for 2 games.
It was all It was all
Acid is a
tactical.
bad Doomfist.
I
Wow.
don't remember that, but he's probably feeding.
Oh, Acid Stylo
Oh.
like
Okay,
kids,
so the
it's
thing with
okay.
Doomfist is if you're not
Acid.
feeding, you're not doing it right.
That's very true. That's very
I know,
true.
but you're supposed to survive the feeding. It's the
No.
important part.
Listen, Doom's job is 1-for-1, but I'd say from a coach's perspective, though, my favorite part of the entire season wasn't there wasn't one really big part. It was just each scrim, seeing how my experience as a player and teaching it to you guys and watching you guys progress as players was so freaking cool to me, because every single player on the team improved drastically from the start when I got here, and that was that's easily the coolest part to me. Was I was able to teach you guys, you learned, you liked it, we had fun, and we kicked butt.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Woo!
It was an honor coaching you guys. It really was.
We also can't remember or can't forget the power squats. That was
Oh yeah. Pre-game squats.
Yeah.
And the roulette, the profile icon roulette we played.
Shout out to Bip and Harry, who sadly
Are not
did
with us anymore.
Harry retired to
And,
become a pro Roblox player.
Nice.
TC Scrub, who couldn't make it today.
Very sad.
Well, do you guys have any closing statements, final thoughts on this?
YOLO God and Chuggy
Join
to our rollout
Hardbot
song.
Consolidated.
Show face! Show face!
Yo.
Wait, where's Sherlock?
Wait, Buttercup.
Yeah, where's Sherlock? You said you bring him in at the end.
I never said that.
Sherlock.
He's not.
He went back on his word.
Oh,
Dirty.
Wait, shout
Well, now I'm
Yeah,
sad.
everyone dislike
This is
video.
racist.
Dislike this
Where's
upload.
Sherlock even?
Okay,
He
so
dipped out. He had a feeling.
Bad.
Shout out to Chuggy J and YOLO God for
You
saying
isolated
poggers in our
him.
chat every
Shout out to
Oh,
Biden.
yeah, any advice, poggers?
Pog, you guys are poggers.
Yeah. They just joined and
That
said
really
you guys
gave me
are poggers
motivation.
every so
we're
often.
we're spam pinging him.
Wait,
What
what?
is Sherlock?
Okay, wait.
Bring Russell in now.
He's in. He's in.
Finally! Sherlock,
hi.
give a sign off real quick.
Buttercup.